Hello students, today we are going to discuss about batteries. Batteries means commercial electrochemical cells are called as batteries. So several electrochemical cells are connected into series to form battery. So that equal to the use of batteries. It is also used for production of electricity. Batteries are broadly classified into following types. One is the primary battery, secondary battery, flow battery or fuel cell. Now coming to primary battery. In primary battery, cell reaction is irreversible reaction. Once reactants are converted to product, there is no production of electricity. For example, voltaic cell, dry cell and Daniell cell. Second one is secondary battery or secondary cell. Here the cell reaction is reversible. So reactants are converted to product, again go back to their reactant state by passing a direct current in opposite direction. So secondary battery again be classified into several types. So one is the nickel battery and also nickel hydride nickel metal hydride battery, and third one is lead acid battery, etc. So second one is lithium batteries. So lithium batteries again be subdivided into two types. One is the lithium primary battery. So for example, lithium manganese oxide battery, and second one is lithium ion rechargeable battery. Now third one is flow battery or fuel cell. So in fuel cell, electricity is produced by oxidation of fuel. Electricity is produced by oxidation of fuel. So fuel plus oxygen gives rise combustion products plus energy like electricity. So flow battery again be divided into two types like hydrogen oxygen or alkaline fuel cell. Second one is methanol oxygen or proton exchangeable fuel cell. Coming to primary cells or primary battery. So here the just said to cell reaction is not reversible. So here after production of products there is no production of electricity by, so that means the battery becomes dead. For example, voltaic cell and Daniell cell. Third one is dry cell. Coming to voltaic cell. So voltaic cell means, so here what is the difference between voltaic cell and Daniell cell means, so here anode zinc and cathode copper, those two are dipped in electrolytic solution like sulfuric acid. But in Daniell cell, anode zinc dipped in ZnSO4 zinc sulfate solution and cathode dipped in like cathode dipped in CuSO4 electrolytic solution. Now coming to third one is dry cell. It also known as Leclanche cell. Its cell is cheap. It provides plus 1.5 voltage. So here the anode is zinc and the cathode is carbon rod. Usually that is the graphite. Here the electrolytic solution is combination of ammonium chloride or zinc chloride along with combination of manganese oxide. So during construction of cell, so here a paste of starch is added to prevention of leakages. So now coming to what is the reaction in dry cell. So here the what is the anode? Zinc. So zinc Zn plus electrolytic solution is ammonium chloride plus along with the combination of manganese oxide. So it produces zinc chloride. It produces zinc chloride and also manganese 3 oxide Mn2O3, manganese 3 oxide with liberation of ammonia and water. Ammonia and water. So this is the balancing of. So here zinc is solid, ammonium chloride is also solid. Next one manganese oxide is also solid. So zinc chloride is also solid. Next one manganese 3 oxide solid. So aqueous solution. So now coming to what are the applications of dry cell. So dry cells are widely used in flashlights, transistor, radios and calculators. Now next battery is secondary battery or secondary cell. So here the cell reaction is reversible. So reactants are converted to products again back to their reactant state. Hence they can be used again and again by recharging of the cell. So the most important secondary battery is nickel cadmium battery. Popularly it is called as NiCad battery. It is a portable and recently developed and rechargeable battery. So it has high durability and provides plus 1.4 voltage. So here the anode is cadmium and cathode is nickel oxide or basic nickel hydroxide. Nickel oxide or basic nickel hydroxide. However, here I can explain the nickel oxide as cathode. Next one, electrolytic solution is aqueous alkali solution potassium hydroxide, that equal to 30% potassium hydroxide is dissolved in water. So that is the electrolytic solution in nickel cadmium battery. Now coming to what is the anodic reaction. So here the cadmium accepts the hydroxyl ions in electrolytic solution. It produces cadmium hydroxide along with the liberation of 2 electrons. Now check the balance. So how many hydroxides here? 2 hydroxides. Now put 2. Next one, at cathode nickel oxide accepts those 2 electrons. In water, it produces a nickel hydroxide along with the liberation of hydroxide ions. Now check the balance. 1 nickel and 1 nickel. How many hydrogens here? 2 hydrogens. Here also 3 hydrogens. Now put 2 also. Here also 2. So now coming the net reaction. So here the net reaction is by cancellation of electrons and also hydroxide ions. So cadmium plus nickel oxide plus 2H2O gives rise. Products are cadmium hydroxide plus nickel hydroxide. However, here this is the net reaction in NiCad battery. So at anode, cadmium accepts the hydroxyl ions, produces the cadmium hydroxide. So before that, so here the cadmium converts to, it loses its electron and gets positive charge. This cadmium ion accepts the hydroxyl ion to produce as cadmium hydroxide. Next one, at anode, nickel oxide accepts those electrons. It produces nickel hydroxide along with the liberation of hydroxyl ion. So by cancellation of electrons and hydroxyl ions, here the reactants are cadmium plus nickel oxide plus water gives rise cadmium hydroxide and nickel hydroxide. Here the products are cadmium hydroxide and nickel hydroxide. In reversible reaction, these cadmium hydroxide and nickel hydroxide are tightly adherent onto the surface of anode and also cathode. So here cadmium hydroxide and also nickel hydroxide tightly adherent onto the surface of anode and cathode, hence it back to their original state like cadmium and also nickel oxide. These are again involved in reaction. So hence it is example for rechargeable. Now coming to what are the applications in nickel cadmium battery. So nickel cadmium batteries are mainly used in electronic calculators, CD players, electronic cars, transistors, cordless electronic shavers, etc. So the another battery is lithium battery. So it will be explained in the next video. Thank you.